Oh, yeah. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Motivation for the Nation. My name is Action Jackson. I'm going to be your host for this amazing show. Yep. We've got people joining us from all over the world. If you're joining me right now, please type hello so I can say hello to you. Woo! Come on. I get excited every single day because life is a gift. If you're watching, just type hello. If you're watching, just type hello in the comments below. Don't be shy. Today we're talking all things happiness. How to stay happy during the lockdown. How to stay happy during the lockdown. There are many people who are not happy during the lockdown. Well, we're going to bring some happiness during the lockdown. Yes, we got Phoebe and Martha. At some point in time, I could actually bring you guys on to be my presenters. If you guys are ready, I can make that happen. Bring you on to say hello. Hello to Tommy and Eliana from Amsterdam, who were my special guest presenters on Friday's show. That was amazing. Welcome, everybody, to Motivation for the Nation. Do like and subscribe this page. Do send this link to all your families and friends from around the world. Woo! We're waiting for a few more of our families and friends to join us. Today's an amazing day. It's a day for you to smile. Why should you smile? Because you're alive. We're talking all things mental health today. How to stay happy during the lockdown. Phoebe and Martha are ready, so I'm going to send a link to the Insta page. Welcome, everybody. This is Action Jackson, and welcome to Motivation for the Nation. Connective Play will get a link right now. Okay. Welcome to Jessica Sullivan. Welcome to Sarah. Welcome to Motivation for the Nation. Another 1 minute. We're waiting for people to come. Some people are waking up, rushing to say, hurry up, hurry up. I've got to go and watch Motivation for the Nation. Huh? Okay. So if you're ready, it's time for me to warm up. We're going to have a happy show today. And no show is complete without the ultimate warm up to amp us and get us into the zone. All right.
Pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up.
Madalinga.
Pump it up, don't you know, pump it up.
Madalina.
You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up.
We're pumping it up.
Pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up.
Woo! Are you ready? Come on. You're pumping it up. Madalina, let's go. Come on. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Come on. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Oh, yes. Come on. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Are you getting tired? Tommy, let's go. Come on. Mrs. Boyce, let's go. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. If you've just joined us, this is Motivation for the Nation. Workout for the mind and the soul. This is me, Action Jackson. Let's go.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up.
I'm watching
You got
you.
to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up.
Phoebe and Martha, let's go. Tommy, let's go. Woo! Come on. Yeah. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Come on. Don't get shy on me now. Woo! Oh, yes. Yes.
After 16 years of
Yes,
teaching people how to
feeling
build
good.
email business.
Feeling good. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another amazing day. I'm going to be your host on Motivation for the Nation. If you're watching right now, I just want you to, I'm not tired. Just like to breathe heavily. That's my morning workout. Wow. Good morning. Shout out to Mrs. Boyce. How you doing? Shout out to Madalena G. Shout out. Wow. Some people came in late and they missed the warm-up. You're going to have to wait for the halftime. Woo. Wow. Well, welcome everybody. My name is Action Jackson, and I'd like to welcome you to Motivation for the Nation. I'm going to be your presenter for today. And the aim of this show is to motivate you by increasing your dose of happiness. Many people want to be happy, but they don't know how to be happy. So today, I'm literally saying to you guys, welcome. Because on this show, we get you motivated. We do all sorts on this show. Those people who've been watching the show for a couple of weeks now, I welcome you back. Thank you so much for being part of this amazing family. I am so grateful for you. I've got my family from Amsterdam, Eliana and Tommy and Kerry. Thank you so much for always tuning in. I've got Phoebe and Martha also. I've got Nancy watching. I've got some fresh new guests who are tuning in today. That is so amazing. Well, every show, what we do is we set our minds up. We get the energy up through dancing. Yep. It's so important because dancing is the quickest way to change your emotions. I'm not saying be a dancer. I just said dance. Because human beings, we're very rhythmical. Okay. Our heart is always beating. When we talk over the particular rhythm. So when you put on music, guess what happens? Music shifts your psychology and shifts your physiology. So I do challenge you to always start the day with music, just dancing, like we just did. Now, what we're going to do now is we always do our mindfulness exercise. And the whole idea behind the mindfulness exercise is to get our minds focused. Because your mind, I'll be honest, is like a garden. If you don't plant the right seeds, you're not going to get the right fruit. And we breathe in, breathe out with this exercise. Can anyone tell me what's the phrase, please? What's the phrase that we always put on the screen every single time? Someone please type it up for me, please. Type it up. What's the phrase? If you've just joined us for the first time, this is a very interactive show. So if you've got your phone on your hand, you need to start typing because this, comments, quotes, we're going to be putting them up on the screen. Welcome. Well, the phrase we say every single time is, all I need is within me now. That's the phrase. All I need is within me now. That's the phrase. All I need is within me now. Because here's the truth. Everything you need is within you. So we're going to breathe in. We're going to breathe out. In a moment, I'm going to bring some special guests on who are going to do the breathing exercises with us. Special guests. They come all the way from Applecroft. We're going to bring them on and they're going to join me on this breathing exercise. And I hope that they are ready. I trust that they are ready, waiting on the wings, ready to jump in. All right, so I'm just going to bring them in right now. Hello, good morning, Phoebe and Martha.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Good. Thanks.
Excellent. You guys have timed it perfectly. Have you been enjoying the show?
Yes, definitely.
What's your favorite part of the show?
Probably the warm up and breathing exercise.
Exactly. Don't worry, we're going to get a chance for us to do the pump up. You guys have just come perfectly for the breathing exercise. So stand up straight for me. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And what's the phrase that we say every single day? What's the phrase? Help me out.
All I need is within me now.
Oh, I can't hear you say it again.
All I need is within me now.
Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Excellent stuff. Now close your eyes. If you're watching, we're doing our breathing exercise. This is Phoebe and Martha who have joined us live to do our mindfulness exercise. So put your hand on your chest. Okay. Everyone, take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Now everybody repeat after me. All I need is within me now.
All I need is within me now.
Say, all I need is within me now.
All I need is within me now.
Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Another deep breath in. Breathe out. Say, all I need is within me now.
All I need is within me now.
I am happy with my life.
I am happy with my life.
I am happy to be alive.
I am happy to be alive.
Woo, what a phrase, right? If you're watching live, you just caught us in the middle of our mindfulness exercise. All I need is within me now. I am happy to be alive. I am happy to be alive. So we're going to run that back. I am happy to be alive. Say it. Go.
I am happy to be alive.
Take a deep breath in, everyone. Breathe out. I am happy to be alive. Wonderful stuff. Round of applause for yourself, Phoebe and Martha. Give yourselves a round of applause. Now, yes, applaud. Now, I want to quickly interview you. Welcome, everybody. If you just joined the show, we've just finished our breathing exercise. And the breathing exercise is designed to get our minds focused. I've got on the screen right now 2 amazing people who are cousins to 2 other amazing people in Amsterdam. Who are the people that you're cousins to?
Tommy and Eliana.
So Tommy and Eliana were my special guest co-hosts on Friday. And you guys, I'm so happy that you're my co-host today. So before we kind of move on further, we tend to always talk about the things that we're grateful for. Phoebe, what's one thing you're grateful for?
My family.
And Martha, what's one thing you're grateful for?
Food.
That's a girl after my own heart, girl. Okay, I like that. That's good. Listen, Phoebe, that is the coolest thing to be grateful for, honestly. If you know me, I eat lots. I eat a lot. So that's amazing. And she disappeared. Come back on screen. Don't run away. Don't be ashamed that you're grateful for food. Because me, listen, in the comments below, if you love food, I want you to type, I love food. Because if you don't love food, you must be strange. You should love food. Shout out to Mrs. Boyce, who's tuning in. So Phoebe and Martha, what's other things that you're grateful for?
My pets and shelter.
Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. What other things are you grateful for, Martha?
Shelter.
Shelter as well. Excellent. So we're talking about how to stay happy during the lockdown. Very quickly, have you guys been enjoying? Have you enjoyed the lockdown?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So why have you been? Why are you happy about the lockdown? What have you been up to?
Well, we've been playing quite a lot, and also you get to spend more time with your family rather than being at work and school all day.
That's true. So for you, you've really enjoyed spending time with family. Excellent stuff. Are you looking forward to going back to school anytime soon?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you miss all your friends?
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent stuff. Well, guys, you've just joined us on Motivation for the Nation with me, Action Jackson. I've got my co-presenters here today, Phoebe and Martha, who are joining us all the way from where are you watching from so that they know?
Welling Garden City.
Welling Garden City. Now, for some people came in late and they missed the warm-up. So we're going to have to, do you think we should do the warm-up with everybody who came in late?
Yes.
Okay. I like it. Do you guys enjoy doing the warm-up?
Yes.
Yeah, it's your favorite part. All right, cool. To those who are watching, what's the phrase for the warm-up? Motivation for the what?
Nation.
This is motivation for the nation. So if you're watching, this is the phrase we're going to be calling out during our warm-up. Here we go. I'm so excited now. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. No. Here we go. To all the nations watching, it's time for us to pump it up. Here we go.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it
up.
You got to
pump it up.
Don't you know?
Pump it up.
You got to pump it up.
That's it.
Pump it up.
Yes.
You got to pump it up.
Don't you know? Pump it up.
You got to
jump for me.
Don't you know?
Come on. Yes. Are you ready? Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Okay. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Let me see you plus.
You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Come on.
Slightly.
Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Come on. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Nice one. Woo! Wow. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I am so tired now. That's a good workout, isn't it, Phoebe and Martha?
Yeah.
They've run out of breath. Yes. So motivation for the nation during isolation. Yeah? Do you see that? Do you see the rhyme there? Excellent stuff. So, guys, if you've just joined me, there are people who enjoyed your warm-up. And this is Jackson. Welcome to Motivation for the Nation. And today we're talking about how to stay happy during the lockdown. Okay, the lockdown doesn't have to be negative. So we've got Phoebe and Martha who are joining us right now. Phoebe, oh, I love that lovely painting behind you. Did you paint that?
No.
So I'll start with Phoebe. What would you like to be when you grow up?
A vet.
You like to be a vet. I love that. Yes, I remembered you typing that up as well. How about Martha? What would you like to be when you grow up?
A dancer.
Hey, I saw you do that backflip thing on the couch thing. I was just like, wow, that takes a lot of skills. Now, I'm going to ask you a question now. if you could give the nation some advice on how to stay happy during the lockdown, what one advice would you give the children of this nation and other nations around the world? What advice would you give them?
Keeping active and singing and dancing and being.
Keeping active, singing and dancing. I'm in agreement with you. I'm always dancing every single day, running around the house singing. Woo! How about you, Martha? What advice would you give to the children of the nation?
Playing outside.
Playing outside, yes, yes. Play outside in your garden, not too far. Don't go too far because you got to stay home and stay safe. Okay, stay home, stay safe. All right. What else, Martha?
Spending time with your family.
I love that. I love that. I love it. That is so amazing, spending time with family. So another Martha Shalom says, a vet and a dancer. You go, girl. That's so amazing. Thank you so much for watching. You've been enjoying the show. What's one thing you've learned from the show, girls? You've been tuning in literally almost like every single day. You guys are like my number one fan of the show. I'm just like, wow. What's one thing you've learned from the show, watching it all these couple of weeks?
Definitely to be happy and always positive.
I love that. I love that. Same with you, Martha?
Yeah.
That's so amazing. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for being my co-presenters today. And here's how we're going to do it. And this is what you got to say. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to Motivation for the Nation.
Welcome to Motivation for the Nation.
We are Phoebe and Martha.
We are Phoebe and Martha.
And today.
We're
going to be talking about. How to stay happy during the lockdown.
How to stay happy during the lockdown.
And then you smile and you do this. Excellent stuff, girls. Thank you so much. Would you like to come back on the show next time?
Yeah. Yes.
So guess what we're going to do next time? We're going to have a satellite link up between you and your cousins in Amsterdam. We're going to bring them back on the show, and all four of you are going to host the show together. I'll just take a break. I'm going to take a break, and you lot will take over the show. So guess what you're going to do, actually? This is coming to me as I'm watching this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Motivation for the Nation, how to stay happy. And I'm Action Jackson, your host. This is to increase your dose of happiness. Now, I want you and your cousins to go and plan 15 minutes of the show. I won't be in the show. This is going to be a takeover with you guys. Okay? I'm just going to be on the side directing, and you guys are going to run the show. Okay? You're going to run the show. I'll just be there to support you guys. And you're going to plan. You're going to do the warm-ups. You're going to do the breathing exercises. You're going to bring on the guests. Okay? And you're going to talk and chat. So I'll give you a couple of days to do that, and you're going to be the special guest. If you think that they should be the guests presenters, type yes in the comments below. If you think Phoebe, Martha, Tommy, and Eliana should take over the Motivation for the Nation show, type yes. Let me see. I'm going to end up just producer. Yes, definitely. Someone said I'm just going to end up. There's a big yes from Martha. Martha says a big yes, indeed. Wonderful. Nancy says a big yes. Oh, we got another big yes here. The nation loves you. Have you just put me out of a job, Phoebe and Martha? You've just put me out of a job. Anna says yes. Oh, do you know what? I'm going. See you guys later, because there's no point. Everyone said yes. I've just been fired from my own show. How can I be fired by the nation? Do you know what? I think you guys deserve it. And then, see, we've also got Akeem and Kayla as well. So I'm loving this. You got, look, everyone's saying yes. So here's a question, girls. Are you up for, wait. Let me help you out. I'm going to do something quite unique. If you've just joined us, we're on Motivation for the Nation. We have just given Phoebe and Martha a mission, okay? There we go. Phoebe and Martha, you are on the Motivation for the Nation. You have been given a mission to go away with your cousins to plan a takeover show on the Motivation for the Nation. If you choose to accept, the mission is all yours. You have 2 days to plan the show from top to bottom. My question, Phoebe and Martha, is this: do you accept your mission?
Yes.
They accept the mission. I'm out of a job. Okay, so you got 2 days. What's today? Today's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you guys watching, they're gonna be hosting the Thursday show. Okay, they're gonna be hosting the Thursday show. So that's gonna be your lockdown project. So when you go back to school, you can show all your friends and families the show that you did. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, please give my 2 favorite people who's been hosting the show with me a big, massive round of applause. Thank you, Phoebe. Thank you, Martha. I look forward to seeing you guys on Thursday. Have you enjoyed today's show so far?
Yes.
Give yourselves a round of applause. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Listen, guys, welcome to Motivation for the Nation. My name is Action Jackson, and this show is all about increasing your dose of happiness. There are many people who don't have the happiness that they need, and the aim of this show is to really bring some happiness into your life, and that's exactly what we're doing on the show. We just had the amazing Phoebe and Martha on the show today. Today, before we finish off, we have another special guest who's going to be coming on the show, and we're going to be talking about how to stay happy during the lockdown. The lockdown is something that has been an interesting thing for many people of the nation. Some people have taken onto it and they've loved it. Some people have hated it. And my job in this segment is to really give you some tools and tips on how to stay happy during this lockdown. We don't know how long it's going to be, but what we know is this: when life gives you lemons, you got to make lemonade. All right. In other words, make the best of a bad situation. That's very, very important. We've got to make the best of a bad situation. But really and truly, is it a bad situation? If you ask your grandma, and your grandpas how it was in World War I and World War II and World War whatever, they'll tell you that things were really tough. At least we've got the internet to interact with one another. They didn't even have internet. They didn't have all the good stuff they didn't have Amazon. They didn't have ASOS. Oh, to all the women, it's like, oh my gosh, no ASOS? What you trying to say? Well, I can't order online. Yeah. So at this point in time, I'm going to bring on a very dear individual who is going to be talking about how to stay happy during this lockdown. She is a happiness expert. She is a sound mind expert, meaning that when your mind is slightly clouded, she knows how to really help you to stay focused. She has been running a project called Sound Mind, and the project is designed to really help people who struggle with their mental fitness. Yes. Many of us struggle with mental fitness, and we need to get our mental fitness up. How many of you believe that we need to get our mental fitness up? If you believe that we need to get our mental fitness up, type yes in the comments below. If you believe we need to get our mental fitness up, type yes in the comments below, because our mental fitness is what's going to get us through life. Okay. So I'm really, really happy for that. We're going to be making that happen in a moment. If you've just joined me, this is Motivation for the Nation. I am Action Jackson. Kerry says, yes, we need to get our mental fitness up. Yes. That's a good one. We need to get that up. So I'm just going to go straight in right now. Bring her on live. Hello, Camilla. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. All right. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yay. Say hello.
What's going on?
What's going on? Okay.
Just finished my workout, pumping it up and stuff. what we're doing.
That's amazing. Tell us a bit about who you are and what you do. I think we might need, I don't know if you're going to need the headphones for us to be able to hear you better. Is the sound clear for those who are watching? We might have to go for an alternative. If there's the headphones, if you can get your headphones very quickly so it plugs straight into the microphone, that'd be great. So if you just joined us, we're talking about how to stay happy during the lockdown. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. So we've got many people on the show. We've got Anna, Nando watching. Welcome back to Motivation for the Nation. This is amazing. We're talking about how to stay happy during the lockdown. And one of the things I've been doing to stay happy during the lockdown is actually cleaning the house. Yep, cleaning the house. Now, many of you might say, cleaning the house, why would you use that as a way of staying motivated? Well, cleaning the house, it really helps me to stay sane. And I would really, really give this to you as a challenge. When you clean the house, it helps you to get organized, helps you to get focused. So cleaning is one way to stay happy during the lockdown. Trust me, it's a good way. So today we're going to be talking about how to stay happy during the lockdown. I've got my amazing friend here, Camilla. We're going to bring her back on. So we're going to turn up her mic.
Hello.
There we go. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Better?
Perfect. This is really good. Excellent stuff. Yes, yes. Okay, so very quickly, tell us about, who you are and what you do.
So hi guys, my name is Camilla. I work with people in regards to their mental health. So basically, like Jackson was saying, staying happy, because life can happen. Things can be tough sometimes. Sometimes you're in a really good place. And so there's nothing wrong with being sad. There's nothing wrong with getting angry sometimes, but it's really about how do I handle those situations when they come up. So my big thing is equipping people to be able to deal with situations before they happen so that they don't end up in a bad place.
Wow. You said something quite interesting. You said, being sad is not a bad thing. That's an interesting statement because most people see sadness as a bad thing. Explain that statement a bit more.
So we're all human. We all have a range of emotions and reactions to things, and there's nothing wrong with those emotions and reactions. The issue is what effect do they have when we have them? So It's like when people talk about healthy eating, there's no food that is actually bad for you. It's the amount of that food that you have. So if something sad does happen, it's okay for you to feel sad for a little bit, but it's not good for you to stay sad for a very long time. So
wait, hold on a minute. It's okay for you to be sad, but it's not okay for you to stay sad.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Everyone, type that up. Type that. Please repeat that for those who just missed that.
So it's okay for you to be sad, but it's not okay for you to stay sad.
Now, you have a number that you've set up with you and your team, the Sound Mind team. What's the number do? What's the aim of the number?
So basically, in the midst of this lockdown, it's really easy to feel very overwhelmed and anxious, and maybe you don't necessarily know what to do with yourself. And for some people, maybe there was no one in your house that you could talk to, and there's no one that you feel comfortable opening up to. It doesn't mean that those people are bad people, but you're just not comfortable. So what we've done is we've set up a number where at any time you can call us or you can message us and someone will get back to you and you can have a conversation with someone and they can basically work through whatever situation or whatever emotions you're feeling at that time. And just equip you to deal with this lockdown better.
So you're telling me that I'm during the lockdown, I've just had an argument with maybe my sister or my mom or my dad or my whoever has gotten on my nerves. I'm feeling frustrated. You're telling me that if I'm about to feel overwhelmed, I could just call this number and someone can have a chat with me and just advise me on what to do next. Is that what you're saying this number's for?
100%. Or even if people have annoyed you in the house and like you're saying, you can't go anywhere, so you're feeling quite trapped. Speaking to people is one way to deal with your mental health and to keep your mental health up. And so that number is there and it's available for you to speak to any of us. We don't necessarily have to speak about the situation if you don't feel comfortable sharing and opening up, but we can talk about something else. We can talk about music. We can talk about TV shows that you're enjoying. We can talk about this new skill that you want to learn. But the point is just to help you out. Yeah.
So it's just like an anonymous friend who won't judge you, will just chat with
Yes, we are here to be your friends. We are friends on
you.
speed dial. That is the way to phrase it. We're
Friends
here
on
for you
speed
guys.
dial.
100%.
I love that. What inspired this idea of creating Sound Mind?
So I struggled a lot with my mental health from the age of 12 to about 21. And I didn't really know how to deal with it. And I didn't know that there was a problem because it was just the way I had always been. And it wasn't that I wasn't surrounded by loving people. I had friends who loved me and opened up and said, speak to me. My parents were amazing, but I just struggled. I struggled so I was a self-harmer. I had an eating disorder, anxiety. I went through a phase of depression. And when I came out of it, I realized that I didn't have to go through all those things. It wasn't by force. And so I generally just want to help people skip stages that I went through because I was too scared to open up, because opening up to me looked like weakness. I didn't want people to know my problems. And the older I've got, the more I've realized that there's actually strength in that. Because when you're going through something and you're going through it alone, the only person you're having a conversation with is yourself. So there's no new information coming into that conversation. But when I open up to someone else, they can bring a different perspective. They can bring the wealth of knowledge that they have from their experiences to help me deal with it better. So,
I love that. So, I mean, you touched on opening up, and that's one thing that people don't like doing, because why is it that you feel that people don't like opening up?
So a variety of reasons. Some people have been hurt. So maybe you've opened up to someone and they've shared your business, they've told other people what you were going through, and you're like, I didn't want that to happen, so I'm never going to open up to anyone else again. Some people are worried about judgment. So if I tell you, are you still going to look at me the same? Maybe you'll love me a little less. I know that a lot of people struggle opening up to their parents because they think that their parents see them in one particular way and they don't want to break that image that their parents have. And so that can stop you from opening up as well.
Wow. This, I'm just saying right now, the number is scrolling through at the bottom of the screen right now. If you, you or someone you know, want to increase their mental fitness and want to be happier, call SoundMind on 07543474545. It's scrolling on the screen, right? You can't miss it. You can't miss it. It's down there. Yeah, right there. I love this because, there's a lot of young people, especially teenagers, who they were saying, yay, it's a lockdown. And a lot of them are saying, okay, I'm getting bored of the lockdown now because my mom or my dad or my brother, who I really love, are really annoying me right now. And I'm frustrated and we're having more arguments. I heard a research that said, friction in the house has gone up by a great percentage during this lockdown because we are now spending more time close together, which means that the closer you are together, the closer you are likely to annoy me. Closer I am to likely.
Well,
so what you're saying is we can actually have an escape to really have a chat with. Now, I'm not a big fan of the phrase mental health because many people run from that. Many people that need mental health work, we all need it, run from it. That there is a big stigma around mental health.
So when I say the words mental health, you guys or people tend to automatically assume mental health problems. They think, for instance, anxiety, or they think depression. Some people, maybe you go to bipolar, whatever the illness or disorder you're thinking about, they automatically associate it with those words. But the truth is, mental health is no different to physical health. It's a health of the mind. So every single person has a mental health. And what you'll find is mental health is like a spectrum. So you have great mental health, and then you have not so great mental health. And so what you want to do is you're always going to find yourself on the scale. Like at some point, you're always going to be moving up and down. And so, yeah, someone just said mental strength. Exactly. So what you'll do is, say, for instance, the test goes badly. You might find that makes you feel really bad. And so that pushes you down the scale to the negative side. And then you have to do things to keep pushing yourself up to the positive side. So even people who have disorders or who have illnesses, when we do things like therapy or when we do things like give them medication, it's to help push them up to the positive side. So we're all just trying to stay towards the positive side. So it's not a case of running from the words mental health. It's a case of saying, how do I look after myself, and how do I equip myself so that when my mental health starts to get a little bit bad, I can keep it towards the positive side.
What this is, do you know what? Yeah, health of the mind. And the way, and thank you so much for putting things in perspective, because many people say mental health. I'm not mad. Well, it's not that you're mad or you're bipolar or you're depressed. What we're saying is you need to strengthen your mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's what sound mind does.
Yeah.
You know, sound mind is like, it's like the mind gym. So if you're feeling kind of weak, you go to the gym and you get strong. If you're feeling kind of weak and tired mentally, you call sound mind and they make you feel stronger.
100%.
Yeah, that's what they do. Okay. And if you're watching right now, I think you should take the number down and just send it to all your family members and friends to call that number, because I think everybody needs to call this number at some point in time. I love what you just said just now, and I think I'm going to draw it up because I think this is what is saying to us. Do agree with me if this is right.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is this: many people, sometimes there's a spectrum. Okay. Now there's been a lockdown, so majority of people have come here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here, and if I stay there long enough, it can become dangerous. You're saying that
that's a good side.
Oh, that's the good side. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many people on this side, that's it, bad side. Yeah. Bad side. Many people are here feeling frustrated. I'm on a lockdown. Nando's is closed. McDonald's is closed. KFC is closed.
There we go.
It's closed. I can't see my grandma. I can't see my aunt. I can't go out.
Yeah.
My job. So all of a sudden they're here. So what you're saying is mental strength is going from here and trying to move to the center, at least.
Yeah.
At least, center is this. At least you're not sad. You're just there.
Yeah.
And then we want to move you closer to the smile. So what you're saying is that when you pick up the phone to call Sound Mind, you can have conversations that move you from here a bit closer to here.
Yes, that is the whole point of what we do.
You lot better start dialing. You need to start calling straight. And this is why we run this show. We run the show to give young people. So any age? Is this anyone?
So actually, it's for anyone. We're running a special program for people who struggle with self-harm. So if you're an adolescent who's struggling with self-harm, or if you're the parent of someone who's struggling with self-harm, we've got special programs for you at the moment. But literally anyone, any age, because the same things that we teach kids are the same things that we continue to do for the rest of our lives. So the same way you would instruct a kid to practice gratitude, or you would instruct a kid to be polite, is you're expecting that same behavior from an adult. And sometimes what can happen is we grow up and we think that the lessons that we learn as children are no longer relevant to us because we're too busy and we don't need to behave like that anymore. No, it's not overcomplicated to keep yourself happy. It's not overcomplicated. So if you picked, say, for instance, 4 things that you were consistently going to do with intention to make sure that you were happy, or to improve your mood, you would find that it was a lot easier.
This is amazing. So if you're watching right now, I do urge you to please call SoundMind 07543 474545. Just call them to say hi. Just call them. Yeah, honestly, call them or text them to just encourage them, because in these tough times, we need one another to stay motivated. And this is what this is about. Do you guys also have are you on Instagram and TikTok or whatever? Are you on Instagram?
So we're on Instagram and Twitter currently with the name SoundMind.org. Short for organization. And we're building content for YouTube and for our website at the moment. Yeah.
So SoundMind.org is where you go. Follow them on Instagram. They're building content currently for YouTube. But most importantly is the number. If you're a young person watching right now, no one has to know that you've dialed the number. We're not going to say, oh, you called SoundMind, because SoundMind is literally friends on another side, chatting. It's like house party, but just really, calling. Yeah, you're calling and you're having a chat. Because sometimes many people, because I can call you guys and we can have a chat and have a laugh, share ideas, So that's what I want to see SoundMind is, mental strength. I am so excited about this. Wow. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
This is exciting. And you've picked yellow as your branding color and stuff. Why have you picked yellow?
Yeah. Because yellow is like the sun, like summer. For me, I don't know about other people. Some people like winter. Like, happy for you, but summer is the season. Like everything's just alive. There's bright colors everywhere. You can't see yellow and not smile. I don't care what anybody says. So yeah, just yellow was sunshine, and that was the kind of feeling that we want people to walk away with. We want them to feel like they're in summer once they've had an encounter with us.
Yeah, so some people are quite sad that Wagamama is closed. And they're really, really sad that Wagamama is closed, and it's really, really a sad time. What word of advice do you have for people who Wagamama is closed?
I would say that firstly, that Wagamama is going to open again. So focus on the positive instead of the negative. And secondly, challenge yourself. What did you enjoy eating there? Go off, learn how to make it. Make your own Wagamama at home.
Excellent stuff. Now, very quickly, if someone who's watching, apart from calling a number, is there some exercise we can do, like as soon as we come away from this show, that can really help us to stay happy? Any practical tips? Okay,
so I think there are 4 things I'll tell you. The first one will always be gratitude. Gratitude, and I think you can speak to so many people and they'll have the same piece of advice, because whatever you focus on, you magnify. So if you take the time to focus on things that you're grateful for, focus on things that are positive, you'll tend to magnify those things instead of the negative things. A lot of people have anxiety attacks because they have either gone into the future or they've gone into the past and they're not in the present. And they've projected worry onto those things. So if you take the time to say, right now, in this moment, I'm grateful for this. Right now, in this moment, I'm grateful for the fact that I can breathe. I'm grateful for the fact that I can see things, I can hear things. Really ground yourself in this present moment. You'll find that physiologically as well, your body relaxes and your mind relaxes. Yeah, the second thing I would say is people really underestimate the stuff that we eat. So the 2 main chemicals that we produce as human beings to be happy are dopamine and serotonin. Now, dopamine is produced more in the brain, but serotonin, 95% of it is produced in our stomach. So the food that you eat matters. So taking care of your diet actually does have an effect on your happiness levels. That's why you can find people sit on the couch and they're eating junk and it makes them feel lazy and lethargic, and their mood goes down because their body's naturally, like the system that your body has in place to make, like, boost your energy, you're feeding it the wrong thing. It's like putting...
Wait. So you mean me eating junk can actually make me feel more sad than happy?
Yeah. So if you go to therapy, one of the first things that they'll tell you to do is they should assess your diet, because there's a lot of natural chemicals that your body produces to make you feel better.
Wait. I just wanna deep that for a second. So that's why I feel like when I eat chips, mayonnaise with cheese all over it,
Yeah.
and I have Nando's, a can of Coke, 2 chocolate bars, ice
Wow.
cream,
Yeah.
and custard.
Yeah.
Not a good
It's not the one. That's why
Okay,
when
so
people go vegan,
go
when
vegan.
people, when people go vegan, even if they only do it for like say 10 days, their body automatically feels the difference because they're feeding it different things. So that's what we were talking about. Everything in I was going to say precaution. That's the wrong word.
In moderation.
There we go. Thank you. That's the word. Everything in
Wow.
moderation, because it's not that you can't have those other things, but if you're overfeeding your system the wrong things, it's going to have an effect on you, whether or not you like you. It's not like, oh, I'm intentionally not feeling happy or I'm not doing things, but you fed your system the wrong thing, and there are consequences to everything that we do.
Wow. If you're watching this, we're talking about how to stay happy with Camilla, who is a mental strength expert, and her job is to strengthen people's mind, and she runs an organization called Sound Mind. They have a number that you can call if you just want to be strengthen your mind. So they're like personal trainers for the mind. Yeah, I love that. So she's giving us some tips. If you just joined us, this is Motivation for the Nation. We got Camilla on, and we're talking about how to stay happy during the lockdown. And Camilla just instructed me and you to, number 1, be grateful, and number 2, stop going to the fridge.
But I said it with a smile.
You said it with a smile. I said it with a question. Because if you eat too much junk, you're not going to feel good, because all the chemicals that you need are affecting you. This is something interesting. So what's a third tip that you can give to us that we can add to the 2 that you've already given?
So last thing I'll say is speak to other people or make someone else smile. So spreading joy is literally, if someone else smiles at you, you feel better. So if you can go out of your way to make someone else smile, it gets you out of your head. It gets you focused on someone else, and you're just spreading joy. Like, that's it.
So you're telling me that if I make someone smile, it makes me feel happier?
Yeah. So like when you do these shows every morning and you're encouraging people, when you can see the positive effects of that, that makes you feel better, and that encourages you to keep doing that. So those 2 girls, Martha and Phoebe, who were just on, they made a lot of people smile, and that will make them feel better. And that's why they were happy to turn around and say, see you on Thursday, we're going to be running the show. So things like that.
They have a job. What do you mean? They've Phoebe, Martha, Tommy, and Eliana. They've just fired. I've just been fired. They're not. I'm not gonna. Do you know what? I'm not really happy. I'm about to express the fact that I'm not happy. Phoebe and Martha, I'm not happy with you. You're back on live. You're back on. Camilla just said she loves you guys.
Yeah, you were amazing. Love the backflips, by the way.
Yeah. So thank you, Phoebe and Martha, for putting me out of a job.
You're welcome.
She
said you're welcome with her chest. Yes.
Exactly. This is amazing. Well, you know what? We've just run out of time because I've got to go straight to our online class with our students and teenagers. Is there some final words of encouragement that you'd like to give to those who are watching the show right now?
Don't struggle alone. Like, it's everything that you're feeling is normal. The world has never been through something like this. So don't try and shut down those feelings. Reach out to people. There are people who are willing to listen, to help. Yeah. They don't have to be in our organization. You've got friends, you've got family, and you'll find that a lot of people are feeling in a similar way. So reach out and encourage each other. Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Camilla from Sound Mind joining us live on Motivation for the Nation. I'm so grateful for her. Do call the number below if you just want to have a chat to take yourself from one level of happiness to another level of happiness. They specialize in mental fitness, and mental strength. They have a team of people who are ready to take your call. If you just want to have a chat, if you know your happiness has gone from 9 to 8 or has gone down to 7, they can take it from 7 back to 8. If your happiness level is on 1, they can bring it back to 2. They're like the personal trainer of the mind. Camilla, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Everybody say bye, Camilla.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Wow, this is amazing. Wasn't that amazing? Wasn't that amazing? Everybody's saying thank you, Camilla. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is great stuff. Guys, I am blown away. I am blown away. I trust that you've learned something from the show. If you're watching, this is Motivation for the Nation. And we've been talking about how to stay happy during the lockdown. And Camilla came on and she said, we have to be grateful. We have to eat well, and we have to make someone smile. Those are the tips that we need for us during this lockdown. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the show is off. It's not off, it's over. We're going to be having a show takeover on Thursday. We're back on tomorrow, but we have a takeover show, and Phoebe, Martha, and Tommy and Eliana are going to be taking over the show. But thank you so much for watching this. And I want you to understand this, that if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Please stay happy. And with that said, I'm going to play the music video that we always play at the end of the show to kind of put people in a good space mentally, to kind of increase your dose of happiness. And here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Nice. Enjoy the music video, ladies and gentlemen. It was shot at Applecroft Primary School, and we're going to close the show with this. Thank you. Have a great week.
Happy World 365. Spreading happiness 24/7 worldwide. Action Jackson, ambassador for happiness. Let's do this. Every time you wake up, don't forget you're amazing. You're a star, and that's never changing. Your life could be hard, but life is a gift. Do a little dance and move to the beat. I know negativity will come your way, but you stay positive. Like every single day, they don't hold your destiny. Better live each day like a legacy. I know sometimes you cry, but joy comes in the morning. Younger, your head up high. I got you when you're falling. I know sometimes you cry, but joy comes in the morning. Young boy, keep your head up high. I got you when you're falling. I'm H-A-P-P-Y 365, yeah. I'm H-A-P-P-Y. That's the only way to stay alive. I'm H-A-P-P-Y 365, yeah. I'm H-A-P-P-Y. That's the only way to stay alive. I'm H-A-P-P-Y 365, yeah. I'm H-A-P-P-Y. That's the only way to stay alive. I'm H-A-P-P-Y 365, yeah. I'm H-A-P-P-Y. That's the only way to stay alive.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you so much for watching the show. That's a truly, truly amazing. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Motivation for the Nation. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much. All the best, all the best, all the best. And thank you to everyone that's been watching. Stay happy, stay happy, stay happy. Bye.